When you swallow
Astronomers now suspect there may be an undiscovered planet lurking in the outer solar system. There are orbital anomalies that hint at a massive, unseen force. Some researchers believe that a dark twin of our sun, a brown dwarf, could be the missing link in long cycles of extinction. Nibiru, Planet X, the Destroyer. Are these names describing the same thing? And what about Zachariah Sitchin, the man who brought Nibiru into the modern consciousness? The man who claimed that an undiscovered 12th planet exists beyond Pluto, following an extreme elliptical orbit, returning every 3,600 years. He argued that the Anunnaki, the gods of Sumerian legend, came from this planet, descended to Earth, and created humanity as a labor force. Mainstream historians call his work fraudulent. His translations have been heavily contested. They say he got it all wrong. But if that's true, why does this story keep coming back? Why do so many myths, so many texts, so many unexplained astronomical mysteries seem to align with the idea of an unknown celestial body on the fringes of our system? Maybe Nibiru isn't what we think it is. Maybe it's not a planet at all, because if the legends are true, Nibiru doesn't just exist. It's coming back. eerst snart willen. Maar wat ik hier zie, het staat niet heel weg net weg. Zijn de shields nergens zie. Is darf, girls and walkers, heroes and eerst neem. Zo verweel is het niet en hem niet de eerst niet. Terug de nest zit. En helpt zin maar voor mij. Snel naar je moest dus nagen. Ik kan er nog niet met me draaien. Zo hier maskers. Zo uit hier ver. En er is er. En ook het wilde in de eerste skinning wel af. Je hebt precies en elk geloof er vaak zin dat nu dat heel goed nemen. Sinds ze snakken er dan met de bereavement hard goed nemen. Dus this say out because if the legends are true, Nibiru doesn't just exist. It's coming back.
When you swallow up
is an Akkadian word, appearing in Mesopotamian texts, written in cuneiform script. It is derived from the root word eberu, which means to cross or to pass over. The oldest known references to Nibiru come from Babylonian and Assyrian astronomical texts, rather than Sumerian sources. It is not a Sumerian word, though it appears in texts influenced by Sumerian mythology. The would have ending it must go to me to hurry what was saw, stir them. So far, stillness, and Nishni is Nishkan.
when you swallow up
En elk je zin helpt me als ziel schaaien oudness schaadt neer in mussen. Repen, wat was in de sneeuw hier? Heel vet en laat hier opnieuw. Scan het. Ik zie er worden het net naar binnen. Ja, zo vet. Slang het maar steden. Harder en elk, maar dan steden. Scanning if you won't miss it where you've been. It's just sort of a near from a we just have someone not never either. Lord me. Spirit symbol commanders happening skin up enemus. Scat enemus. Stem enemus sit out. God, you can be here which sits it out. Where's the stat for them? What did I guess it? It's that you feel that net that. See the shields there. See? Snel is darf. Girls and walkers. Heroes and eerst neem. Zo verweel is het niet en hij moet je de eerst niet. Terug met de nest zit. En helpt zin maar voor mij. Snel naar je moest dus nagen. Aan de nacht niet met die draai. Zo hier maskers. Zo uit hier vet. En er is er. En ook nog eens willen in de eerste skimmingen wel af. En dat is bijna je precies en elk geloof er vaak zin dat me dat heel goed nemen. Sinds ze snakken er dan met de bereavement hard goed nemen. Dus this say out because if the legends are true, Nibiru doesn't just exist. It's coming back.
when you swallow up
in Sumerian sources. It is not a Sumerian word, though it appears in texts influenced by Sumerian mythology. The defending is must go to get a hurry with all the songs they're doing. Yes, it's not sustainableness, then the snake is in the scan exuberant. It's a sort of stressed out, and you're sitting there hops in the ass.
When you swallow up,
near him, even with us in the show, if you're fat and right here, you stay honest. You're sick of seeing it's that never in it. Yes, so fun. Slang it must stay in. Harder than out, but I'm staying in. Steady if you won't miss it, we're even been. Sister of it, is near from it. Yeah, boys, tell us someone not never hate me out either. Yeah, look at me. Spirits and commanders sat in the help skin up enemus. Scat enemus. Slim enemus sweet out. God, knock me here, which sits it out. Where's that for it? Or what did I get here? It's actually the vet net vet. Some of the shields in there, see? There's Darth, Rose and Locks, here what's near to me. So for real is that you and I'm looking at air from me. Through it didn't I see? It's been helps in with me. Tell me your aim was not good. I'm not even dry. So you must kiss. So I hear with your friend. Interested. I wrote with the little ears skimming him aloft. You success getting out, float, your folks sitting up in the tail, man, but such not your helmet, we're even dark with man. There's this say I look high because if the legends are true, Nibiru doesn't just exist, it's coming down.
when you swallow up,
appearing in Mesopotamian texts written in cuneiform script. It is derived from the root word DEPROGRAMMING, which means to cross or to pass over. The oldest known references to Nibiru come from Babylonian and Assyrian astronomical texts rather than Sumerian sources. It is not a Sumerian word, though it appears in texts influenced by Sumerian mythology.